A gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's George for two and a putback slam.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame.
Teodosic with it. Margins 8. And count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Paul George. Beyond the arc for three. Misfires. It's no good. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Paul George, 4-2. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. First half in the books. The Thunder with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Thunder lit up the scoreboard and their opponents with an offensive onslaught. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Probing the defense. Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Westbrook to Paul George. Here comes the screen. George to Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. George lets it fly. Deep two there. Won't go.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Oklahoma City's got it. Westbrook to George. Down low for Aldridge. To Paul George. Adams. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Pulled down by Dedmon. Trae Young. Runner here. Won't go. Andre Robertson with the block. Westbrook with it. His team up by 1. George, wide open look, won't go.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. You're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Westbrook into the front court. Leads one. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trae Young. Paul George. Gets a look. Can't hit. And he finishes at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Thunder with the basketball. George to Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Trae Young. Knocked loose. Thunder have it. And a chance coming up at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Short jumper off the mark. 3 quarters down. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and they'll...
All right, let's bring the fire. Let's bring the fire to him.
Schroeder goes to the left side. To Schroeder. Pulled down by Dedmon. And scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen with a drop step. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Hawks have it. Trae Young. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Schroeder with the basketball. Leads a bucket. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
First one, counted. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. OKC ball. Schroeder. Here comes the screen. For 3. Off the mark. No good. Trae Young. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Hold down by Dedmon. Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. The Thunder will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Hold down by Dedmon. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here. The Hawks got themselves a win here today. And it takes a lot of physicality to score the ball in the paint the way they did here today. They showed the strength and toughness needed to win the hard way. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The Thunder couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Oklahoma City Thunder suffered a discrepancy in their rebounding, and in turn, it resulted in a loss. Rebounds are certainly not a glamorous stat, but wins are. And without competitive
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The opening tip to the home side. Pelicans with it first in New Orleans. Here comes the screen. Payton to Davis. Randall to Holiday.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
To Trae Young. Each one more. Rejects it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Payton with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Davis, down low. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Payton to Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Couldn't keep. Hayden to Holiday. Short jumper off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
New Orleans will take it up to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday, defended by Len. To Payton. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Julius Randle sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Nothing going here on that drive to Trae Young. And he finishes at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
New Orleans has it. Hayden to Holiday. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Trae Young. Cashes in for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive to Payton. Holiday. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Has a chance. Can't connect. Has a look. The shot by Payton won't fall. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Hawks with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Hawks absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pelicans did a lot of things wrong in that opening half.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Hawks with the basketball. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Hayden into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Down low more. Lays it up and in. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
You gotta get up on that.
Holiday to Julius Randle. John Collins pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And Davis there to grab the rebound. Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit is 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go down. Cruises inside for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
New Orleans going to take it up to Davis. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws.
All right, let's do this.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lock up, lock up. Here you go.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Hayden to Davis. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Anthony Davis lets it go. And the basket good at the rim. Whistle stops play, timeout New Orleans. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Alex Len tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
John Collins able to recover with the block. Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7. Footer at the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Hawks emerged victorious after a tight finish. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. The Pelicans must be devastated after such a close loss. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still,
Game track. Field goals.
this was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.